An Elden kid. You're one of Lady Brigg's contacts then. I am. I've been assigned to stand guard here. She told me to not let anyone but an Elden kid through. And you're an Elden, sure as anything. No reason to turn you away, so come on in, I suppose. I wonder why Briggs got security ramped up. I didn't expect you to show up. You hear the criers?
Everyone!
The anti-igniter terrorist hideout has been burnt to the ground. Local village a front for criminal fiends. Torch fakes to renowned igniter merchant, Lady Brigg Lycon.
At this time!
These fearmongers cried of the dangers of magic igniters and planned to raid our royal capital, Grand Trad, once his people were unarmed.
Hear ye! Hear ye!
However, they've been brought to justice through the overwhelming power of magic igniters. 3 cheers for Lady Brigg. 3 cheers for magic igniters. She got set up. There you have it. But they're lying. It's my word versus the voice of the country. Even then, you'd believe in me? Yes. I didn't do anything. But the people I met them, sorry, at the village. They're dead now.
Those people.
They were no anti-igniter group. It was the Sanctus Church, or rather those who perform its dirty work. They want the world to see that igniters are the only defense they have against the violence around them, and so they set a village ablaze to prove their point. By taking my dog, they made me a tool in their scheme, making it look like the work of an anti-igniter group. They knew I would set out to slaughter those responsible. Even though you stopped me before anything happened, someone else raised the village and named me responsible.
You get it.
In short, this is a warning. From here on, they'll ask nothing less than total, unquestioning obedience. You giving in? Do I have any other choice? This world is a horrific place, defined by equality and intolerance, and the ones who shaped it are the wealthy few who sit atop it. In other words, the church. No Brig. I had friends of my own when I was a child of poverty. Even through all the sludge and mire, we survived together, broke bread together. They all died slow. Starvation or torture took them. The Sanctus Church wheedles the strong and takes from the weak their wealth and their lives. I remember holding their cold bodies in my arms. That's when I decided, from then on, I'd be the one doing the taking. Good job. If the weak always dies, if they will lose everything, then I'll become strong. I'll be on the side that takes. I wouldn't let anyone steal what I had. I swore it. I threw away my heart, threw away my hope, and now I've clawed my way here. Made myself an underling of the same church that killed my friends. And still, once you climb out of hell, there's only another circle of it waiting for you. It never ends. How far must I fight them? How much must I take from them to ensure they can no longer tear things from my grasp? It'll be your head next, so I'll be the church's slave. I'll be whoever they need me to be. You can't give in to fear. Give her a hug.
Listen.
Hug her. Get this woman her dog back. I'll try. I know you're scared, but you can't give in to them.
Shut up.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! With all you must have been through, how can you live a life like that and still believe in light in this world? Why do you? Why won't you let me give up? Brigg's vulnerability and her desire to be saved bring pain to my heart. Aww. Now we're rank 6 with her.
Why did you?
Ooh, Merchant's Markdown. More exchange rate for mag, and slightly reduces the mag cost of studying the merchant lineage. Ayy. Methodkirito, when you think of this world you want to create, what do you imagine there? It won't be hell.
Trust me.
I see. Will all this finally come to an end? I wish I could have a heart like yours. Strong and beautiful. Hey, you are beautiful, Brig. I calmed Brig down and waited until she fell asleep before I left the room. Aww.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
And the road should be ready, so we're ready to deploy. It's time to leave this area. The story continues.
I've seen the state of the race with my own eyes, ladies, gents, and mad malcontents. If you wanted an update, here's your chance. So far, we've mostly seen gauntlet runner skirmishes and dueling mayhem. Now it's time for the real thing. Sounds like we've lost a few candidates already too. Poor bastards went after something too nasty for their head hunt and got themselves head hunted. We've got some candidates who have outright given up. No confidence. Can't blame them against these odds. And some others have bought and sold out of the race.
Come on! That's a bit unfair, isn't it?
I suppose money's power like anything else. Military strength's not meant to decide this race anyhow.
The question is, what's our final head count going to look like? Lots of unknowns left, people, and we'll not know the truth until the exhibition. A little bird told me one of our contenders has made a bold play in Martira. They might not even come out of it with a head.
What are they scheming then? Let's hear some details.
Sorry, chums, I'm just the crier. Can't speak for any one candidate in particular. Luckily, you'll not have long to wait now. With all that said, can't help but wonder how Count Luis is taking this, can we? My sources say he's not bothered with any of this. He's still gallivanting across the land, killing humans. And yet, even without a formal entry, Luis's voter base is still growing. Bound to have his eminence Forden grinding his teeth, that. For now, let's enjoy the show!
Right, everyone. Farewell said, particulars packed.
All that remains is to ride to Oceania with pride in our hearts.
Watch out, Luis. You won't know what hit you.
Well then, off to the races, what? Old Fordon's given me a detailed map of the area.
Sounds like quite a journey. I hope it won't be as bumpy as last time.
Oh no, it'll be a sight smoother. But you've got wings. What are you fussing for?
Oh, there it is. Should have known the fatigue would hit eventually. About time I got some sleep. Heis, mate. Why are you on my bed? You're positively miniature, man. There are plenty of other places fit for you to sleep.
Yes. Splendid. Just magnificent.
What is he dreaming about?
I hope you've no designs on taking my bed. I have cut men down for less.
With friends like these.
Now then.
What the heck? You, you let that sweet baby sleep in the bed. Hey, but Icemay's got his own bed. I mean, I can let the Stroll sleep in my bed, because I'm not using it right now. Next is Port Brylehaven, the capital of Principality of Oceania. If we punch it out south of Martira, we'll make it in, I'd say 3 nights, 4 days or so. Oh, so we're going to be on a 4-day journey. Damn, that's crazy. We're going to be traveling for 4 days. Wow, so that's Port Brylehaven?
Oh, hey!
What sort of place, Port Brylehaven, exactly? It is a large city of prosperous commerce, Due in no small part to its oceanside proximity, I envision droves of people will pour in for the expedition. All the people delayed by the landslide might still be showing up. Keep an eye on the road, okay, Nearest? Why, I never. Who do you think you're talking to? Leave it to me. Next stop, Port Briarhaven, capital of Oceania. I do understand wanting to sleep in your own bed, though. I do too.
Leaving behind the old
But
castle
bless poor
towers stricken
Heismay.
by tragedy, the Gauntlet Runner sets off toward the exhibition of the brave. Their destination, Port Briarhaven, capital of the Principality of Oceania. A world unknown to them. What will they accomplish? Acclaim? Or...
Can you hear me?
Okay, so if you're hurting for things to do, hop on over to the lounge. I fixed the plant culture chamber so you can grow seeds if you got them. Okay, we can grow plants. Let's go.
What to pick?
3 days until we reach Briarhaven. Okay, let's go. Let's grow some plants. Where's this plant place? Oh, there it is. Right here. It's a plant growing device Nura's invented. I should be able to plant something here. Next to the device, there are some seeds. If I plant these, maybe they'll grow. Hero's fruit seed. Hero's fruit seeds. I've heard these are really rare, and that adventurers have been taking them home for ages trying to follow in the footsteps of heroes. We have some seeds, so why not plant them? No.
Later.
No plant seed. We read book. Okay, new book has entered. Bygone days. This precise handwriting leads me to believe this is Heismay's. It appears to be a record of his life with his son. I haven't started reading it yet. Heismay left it here. I think that means it's okay to read. If I read this book, I may gain more tolerance. Shall we spend some time reading this book? Yes, we should. It's a book about Heismay. Let's go. This is gonna be nice. Through sparse and objective, the words still manage to vividly depict the endearing qualities of a small child. He writes of the day his son took his first steps. The first words his son spoke. A time his son nearly ripped his ear off, climbing all over him. Of worrying about his son not eating his vegetables. Of his son refusing to stop crying at night. Or being so exhausted he fall asleep in places without realizing it. I see being a parent brought him a lot of struggles, but even more than that, it brought him joy. A warmth arises inside of me. I feel like my tolerance has improved. Yay! What a nice book. There's still more left to read in this book. I'll pick up from here next time.
The party sets off for Martira. As they watch the setting sun sink under the horizon, their gauntlet runner arrives in a land grown thick with trees. The wildlife retreats to safety before the sunlight fades, leaving only deafening silence. The anticipation that follows a journey's beginning swells in their hearts.
And now it's night time. What can we do tonight?
Oi!
Hey, have you heard? There's a bath cask on the back deck now. I've heard enough whinging about not being able to bathe, so I whipped something up. It's not elegant, but it'll do the job. No doubt it was shake too much to use while travelling, but it should be lovely to enjoy a soak when we're stopped.
Speaking of,
I also like Hulkenberg's costume right now. I've heard that in certain regions, fruits and grasses are added into bathwater to relieve exhaustion and strengthen the body. Should you encounter such items, perhaps you ought to consider a purchase. Yay, we can use a bath cask on the back deck. You can acquire Madge by it, and you can also use various bath salts to improve your abilities. Ooh, sounds very nice.
The breeze feels nice.
We've got 3 more days on the road.
What?
I can tell you're feeling stronger these days, but it's still too dangerous to go out at night. Hey, I'm not trying to go out at night. Why am I getting accused? I haven't done anything yet and they're already accusing me of trying to go out at night. Like, what the heck? I'm gonna go to the back deck. And have a nice wash. We're gonna have a nice bath. I guess we run all the way here and then we can go up. To the back deck we go. It's a bath cask.
Hey there.
I heard from Nearest. Apparently we can either as is or make it even better by putting something into the hot water first.
Yep.
If you put in something that smells good, I bet it'll feel nice. Allegedly soak in here should relieve fatigue and anxiety in my mind and body. I might even get some mag as well. Alright, Morgana, I won't go outside. I mean Gallagher. Hey, I get what you mean, but in this game they said that there's dangerous enemies out there, so it makes sense. On my days, we see him in the bath. Quick, cue the fan service music. I'm joking. There's a bath with fleeting fountain of youth in it. Sweet fragrance envelops me, as though I'd broken free to frolic through a flower-filled meadow. I feel like both my body and my heart have gotten lighter. Agility up by 2, let's go. That's why you have the bath salts I picked up earlier. So I can get my agility up. A nice way to get agility up without actually investing in a skill. I mean archetype for it. Shoulders are enough for a fan service. People be weird these days. Shoulders might be enough for some people.
That reminds me.
We'll arrive in the Ocean City the day after tomorrow. Heismay, you erected a tent up above, haven't you? Do you take care that you don't get carried off by the wind? I'm confident it would take more than that to pull the tent apart, though I suppose some caution is warranted.
Speaking of,
Worst case scenario, you've got wings. You could just fly back to us, no? My young friend, where did you hear Ujif are capable of flight? I hate to disappoint. They are rather more for gliding. Oh, by the way, when I say people weird, I don't mean everyone. But you do have some weirdos out there. In 2 days, we'll be in Port Briarhaven. We've really gotten used to all this travelling, don't you think? That is very true. Anyone want to hang out in this? No. No one wants to hang out. I get it. Alright then. Well, I guess I'm going to read more of Heismay's book. Maybe make some food. Make food or read Heismay's book. Let's read the book, Bygone Days. We continue, because it's Heismay's account of life with his son, and we like Heismay. Read the book. Though sparse and objective, the words still manage to vividly depict the endearing qualities of a small child. This entry describes Heismay and his son running through fields together on a beautiful sunny day. I can almost hear their carefree cries of laughter. At one point, Heismay loses sight of his son, only to find he'd climbed a tall tree. Heismay is mortified until the boy nimbly jumps down just as his father would have. I see. Being a parent brought him lots of struggles, but even more than that, it brought him joy. A warmth arises inside of me. I feel like my tolerance has improved.
alright.
Yay! More tolerance stat up. There's still more left to read in this book. I'll pick up from here next time.
Nura speaking.
I've got something on the old girl's radar, so we'll be taking a short stop. Oh damn, please not another runner.
City ruins come to view. This place once flourished through the excavation of magma crystals by migrant workers. The work was hard, but the miners were hardy and spirited, and the promise of riches lured many here. In its time, it may have rivaled Briarhaven. However, the promise of strong magma drew forth the humans. As tragedies climbed, it became a ghost town. Now only the threatening glimmer of the crystals remained.
Ghost town?
The promise
Oof.
of abandoned riches followed the thieves. For some reason, though, they all seemed to scurry home empty-handed, gripped by fear.
Whoa, that looks beautiful. This is like a screenshot area. This is Truly harrowing sight. Look at all those crystals. Simply coming here is enough to wound the soul. A chill settles into my very bones as I consider what could have occurred here. Ugh. Something wrong, lad? Did the gauntlet runner get the best of your stomach again?
No.
No, sorry, I was just reminded of something unpleasant. Are you okay?
Everything okay? Right.
Yeah, sorry to cause you any concern. I know what destroyed this village. I've no doubt about it. This is the work of a human. Indeed, the scars left upon this place differ from the traces left behind by monster attacks or acts of war. Right, I don't know if the magla crystals are what attracted the humans here, or if the attack caused them. But my hometown will eventually... stroll. I'll make no assumptions about what runs through your mind, but I would ask you recall the time when we cut down the human at the castle and saved all those lives within.
That's why.
Do not allow your thoughts to dwell on negativity. The day will come when both this place and your homeland will flourish once again.
Yeah.
I suppose you're right. I feel like coming face to face with the cruel decline of the village has deepened my wisdom in its own way.
Alright.
It's a beautiful sight, but it is actually not a good sight. You know what I mean? My stomach sends notice that our next meal is overdue. Why don't we head back? Oh my days, I should send that. I want that. I want to say that every time I'm hungry. My stomach sends notice that my meal is overdue. So I guess Nurus can read the room when he wants to, huh? Let's put this place behind us.
Here.
By the by, I made another drawing. This picture will bring viewers no joy, but it is an important sight to document, nonetheless. City ruins drawing acquired. I'll take the drawing with me to ensure I never forget what happened here. Good job.
As the sun sinks below the horizon, the Gauntlet Runner arrives in a land dense with trees. The glow of the Gauntlet Runner pierces the dark, warmly enveloping them in its light.
Backwood Camp. The day after tomorrow we'll be in a real maritime city. I bet we'll be able to see the ocean soon. First time for both of us. Oh yeah, that is true. We haven't been to the ocean, which is kind of weird, but we do not complain. Okay, so we could probably have a bath, or we could cook some food. I'm leaning between either of them. Cooking table. Okay. Ooh, ingredients left here. Ooh. Whose handwriting is that? There are notes about new potential recipes. Red grass Bidou recipe. Curative coney roast recipe. Coney stew recipe. Holistic whitefish platter recipe. Critical meatballs recipe. Steadfast stew recipe. Precision fermented ribs. Stale black bread recipe. Invincible noodles recipe. Benevolent bread recipe. Magical bread recipe. Finisher noodles. Want to make something? If you want to, we can have everyone teach us their culinary specialty. Ooh. Oh, this is so good. There's so much things I want to do. This is so hard. It's like, I could go here. I could have bath, get agility up. I want to read the rest of Heismay's book. Bygone Days. Yeah, I think we should read more of Bygone Days. It's Heismay's account of life with his son. I'm almost done reading it. Heismay left it here. I think that means it's okay to read. If I read this book, I may gain more tolerance. Yes, do it. Read the book. Though sparse and objective, the words still manage to vividly depict the endearing qualities of a small child He recalls a time his son came to him in tears, upset he couldn't sing a certain song well. They ended up singing other songs together through the night until falling asleep. The next morning, Heisme awoke to his son, eyes still swollen from crying the night before, singing the song he had been trying to learn. A birthday song for his father. Aww, that's so cute. Aww, more tolerance, but isn't that so cute? He was learning a birthday song so he could sing it to Heisme. He had a really good kid. Bless him. With that, I finished the book. I feel like my understanding of the world has deepened.
Alright.
Let's go. So I get an extra boost too. Almost there. Level 3 tolerance.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Day 19. I think this is the final day before we have to head to the next section.
Quite.
Ah, the salty yet strangely refreshing aroma of seawater is already upon us. At this rate, we should reach Brillhaven by tomorrow. Seawater? I thought so. The air feels a lot more clammy, so I assume that's what it was. And so we put the forest behind us. At long last, that must mean that we've already ventured beyond where that cliff collapsed, barring passage.
I see.
It would seem it was fixed without a trace of its ruin. And speaking of ruin, Nearest, do you remember what we are relying on you for safe passage for the rest of the way? Nearest is like, hey, don't worry, I got this. Tomorrow we should be able to see the ocean.
That reminds me.
Nearest said the waters around Brillhaven are kind of strange. I'm curious what he meant by that. That is a good question. What did he mean by that? I guess we won't know straight away. Oh look, Hulkenberg's in here. What's Hulkenberg doing? Oh, she playing chess. I would whoop you. But yeah, I want to cook food. Okay, we want the disc that is known for being mellow milk. No. So there's a dish that is to do with water, milk, the milk we obtained, which we have to do for a quest. Is it benevolent bread? No, it's not. I think it's to do with, I think it's actually this one. Wait, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Ominous. Yeah, it could be alright. It could be... I need to find this medicine. What medicine? Huh. For 30 seconds, defeat enemies in the field with a single hit. That is OP. That is really good magical bread. I don't think I can find the one which I need. This is actually annoying. I know it's something with giant worm meat. So, giant worm meat and something. Maybe coney stew is actually what we need. Stew of meat and vegetables simmered in milk. Brinny Saul. Huh. Yeah, I'm sure it's nothing bad's gonna happen. I guess we'll have to play a bit of chess with Hulkenberg. Unless someone wants to hang out on the ship. Nope. Let me check the journal, because that's another thing we can do, which I forget about. For another clue. Oh, the Oceania entries appeared now. The handwriting is hurried and haphazard. The old man had a hunch about the tomb northwest of Brillhaven. Wasn't there a cursed cemetery there? The one where the victims of that epidemic were buried, it says. If I'm around Brillhaven, I should keep an eye out for this cemetery in case there's a relic there. Ooh. Relic hype. Okay, now let's go throw down with Hulkenberg. Methodkirito, you've come at the perfect moment. I was just thinking I'd ponder some battle strategies over my game board. An abstract game of military tactics. You see? Care to indulge me in a round? Playing a game with Hulkenberg will increase my wisdom. Seems kind of fun. How about playing a game?
Alright.
Then let us begin. I shall give and expect no quarter. Shall we? Here we go.
If so...
If that's how you plan to make your advance, then... I can't make any more moves. That's the match. My, I learnt quite a bit from that match. I believe we would both benefit from continued practice. This game affords me the opportunity to visualize strategies all on my own, sorry. What if an enemy came at me from such an angle? How would I retaliate? And so on and so forth.
I'd say...
I once failed in my duty to protect His Highness the Prince. At that time I was but a novice, a new addition to the Royal Guard. I lacked the experience needed to properly assume the role.
That's why.
'Tis for that reason that I now train both my body and mind so thoroughly, as I have never vowed to never let such a thing occur once again. You're so strong.
Well then...
No.
I'm nothing of the sort. My body bears the scars of my myriad weaknesses. That said, it is quite the pleasure to speak so freely with you. I find comfort in knowing that I share my feelings with a compatriot. If we find success in this endeavour and create a country where all can truly live equally, I hope to serve as a knight captain, passing down what knowledge I can to a new generation. I will not just speak of tactics, but of all my experiences on this journey, my victories and of course my failures. And in doing so, I would see the Royal Guards elevated to new heights. You can do it!
Yes.
Well, should such a starry-eyed wish come true, I shall tell much of you, our captain. Such a position is certainly not one most could adapt to, much less succeed in, given the circumstances of our fight. And I must say, you wear the role well. 'Tis hard to believe it's your first foray into such responsibility. Perhaps you have a natural talent for it. Though to call it talent is a disservice. No, whatever higher calling you have, I can only be as I am now because of you. You honour me.
True.
It was you and Gallica that set the cogs of this journey in motion. I think there's some significance to you being the captain, in my humble opinion. You have my gratitude. After crossing proverbial swords with you, I feel that I am one step closer to realising my dream. I felt my wisdom grow after listening to Hulkenberg's advice.
Alright.
Also, welcome back, Jammy, and no worries about the shout out. And it's definitely Hifumi all over again. I wouldn't say she's a Hifumi.
Alright.
Now then, shall we continue our discussion on tactics? There were some blunders you can avoid next time. For example, when a piece moves here, you should... Hulkenberg and I duelled on the board for a while. Yay! Games with friends for the win.
Gauntlet runner sighted!
Oh my days. Enemies coming our way, or so I thought. Looks like it's that Missy's Gauntlet runner coming for us this time.
Hey!
Hey, you lot. Yeah, on the Gauntlet runner over there. You're not becoming king on my watch. I got a short fuse, you know. That means if you don't come out right now, kaboom! So the young miss says, I'm hoping you lot are willing to act. Of course we're willing to act.
Certainly.
Don't worry, we won't take this line down. Wait, they're coming on board at the other end? Well, now we have to accept their challenge. Kaboom! Did you ever play Wind Waker? There was a ship minigame and it goes kaboom!
So we meet again. Maybe you got the better of me last time, but you're about to get some payback.
Give me a break, lady. Ever heard of learning from your mistakes? Sorry, but we don't intend to lose either.
Ooh, big talk. Well, I'm willing to rewrite my record if that's what it takes to be queen. My people are suffering as we speak. Who's gonna save the Parapus if I don't give it all I've got? I promised them all I'd become queen. You're all decent people, got nothing against you, but I'm not holding back.
Early bird gets the glory, what? Let's have a spot of inventor's ingenuity.
Looks like you've gotten stronger.
Now we strike. I must assassin. Nothing personal. Any work.
So much for that.
Now I shall vanquish evil.
Observe the power of heroes. Is that all?
Come forth, royal soul. Scour!
Going in for the kill!
I'll use what I must. Some darker arts.
I shall swordmaster.
That's nothing!
By the let justice prevail. Healing arts.
I owe you.
Much thanks.
Thanks. By this power.
Why are you so strong, damn you? But this is where the real fight begins. Get ready to get stomped.
A blunder. Face me. I'll take this. I'll be taking that.
Why, hello there, treasure. Ready to leave?
Oh, we just stole a good item. Let's go.
Swordmaster.
Sorry, I was muting my mic to drink water because a lot of talking killed my throat a bit. So I was like, yeah, gotta regroup. Let's try heavy rush or a synthesis move. Oh, leap thrust. Let's do it.
Let me help.
Behold my power. They yet cling to life.
Magic seeker.
Okay, she dead now.
Wind.
It'd be sick if she awakens.
Why? Why? I trained so much for this. This isn't supposed to happen.
Oh, I kind of feel bad for her now. I'm gonna lie, I feel sad.
That'll do.
Well, we gotta bully her. We're bad people. We're bad people now. But my popularity's gone up. Let's go! But we're still bad people.
I've lost.
If I could just beat you, I'd ask you to join me. But that power of yours is really something. Now don't you rest easy, because I'll win next time. Start preparing now, you got it? Katarina, cheer up.
Yeah.
I saw your runner, so I followed you. You're as tough as they say. Oh, you Dorikas. Who do you think I am, exactly? Oh, pardon me. I know perfectly well you're the great Katarina Grant. Everyone here knows you. In fact, all their hopes are pinned on you. Are we the bad guys? I don't think so. Oh, these people migrating to find work, even though it might kill them in the end. What other options do papyrists like us have? It might be dangerous, but you gotta break some eggs to make an omelette. Eudoricus, wait, take this and see if you can't stop everyone from leaving for now.
Hey.
Good news, you lot. Katarina has made a generous donation. Oh, thank you. Now we can eat for once. Aw.
To me.
Listen, everyone. I know these times are trying, but this kind of work ain't the answer. If you could hold out just a little longer, I swear I'm going to set things right for us. Yeah, you better do it. Now, there we are. We believe in you, Katarina. We believe. We believe. I earned that money slaying a monster just a few days ago. It was meant to be to start my royal campaign fund. It's a small price to pay for helping out my people, but it'll last them a few weeks at most. They'll be heading out to find work again in no time. I just can't fathom dying to earn a living, and the fat cats are all too happy when the parapists take them up on it.
I'll make it happen.
When I'm in charge, first thing I'm going to do is offer bounties for their bloody heads. They squeeze us dry, so I'll squeeze them right back. Would that work? Honestly, I have no idea.
But
Even now, tons of those people aren't going to survive. And I can't tell people who aren't eating today to wait until tomorrow while I think of something. I was just lucky, you know. I had the strength to push through and survive. Oh, my throat is going for this. Oh, bless you, Katarina. So, she's saying that, you know. Her race doesn't have the strength, but someone's got to help him.
That's why.
But she's strong enough where she can help him. Yeah. But why don't you team up with us? Come on, Katarina, join us. Join us instead. We can make your dream come true.
It just ain't right.
Aw, bless her. Let's change things.
Sure.
Oh, maybe we're about to do it. Let's change things ourselves. Hey, she's feeling it. I think we're winning. Oh, she doesn't want to work together with us still.
Thanks.
Are you serious? Maybe enemies, but I like having these. I'm glad she likes having these talks. Why don't you just join me? Oh, there's new bounties is what she's telling me. Let's go. But please join me, Katarina. Katarina. Why'd I feel like I'm Ezio for a second? Just calling for Katarina. The loyal hunter, Katarina. Keeper and inheritor of the ruler's virtues.
No.
Through thy share bond, a new heroic embodiment slumbering within thee has come to blossom.
New power.
Bear this new power, foster this connection, and by their strength fulfill thy destiny. Yeah, it could probably take some time, to be honest. But we got rank 3, so we can learn the pugilist ruler type. Yay! No, I might actually make a Stroll fight barehanded. That'd be pretty cool. Recruitment center bounties have increased due to the effects of bounty bonus. Yay! Thank you, Katarina. Whoa. Don't leave us. I'm not going to die either, but can you come back soon and then join the party? Just join the party, please.
As the shadows are stretched to their limits before darkness takes them, the Gauntlet Runner arrives in a balmy wetland.
I will say, it's getting good.
Dormant beneath the fens in the light, rise to seek out their prey. Meanwhile, the party rests their weary souls, fatigued by the long journey, under the protection of the Gauntlet Runner.
The final night at the muddy camp. Ooh. So, we'll be arriving tomorrow. I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of place Brillhaven is. Gonna go for a save game. And then be right back quickly. Now, what do we do right now? Can we hang out with any of our friends still? Nope. Maybe I'll have a bath, because I'm debating what to do today, and I feel like we've got a few bath salts, so we might as well use one. Just get our agility up a bit more. Because I think that would be a big positive to do that. Oh yeah, let me wash my hands, because you sometimes get a reward for doing the washroom and that. You get blessed for actually using the washroom and that. Like look, 100 XP just for washing myself. And let's use the toilet. We get a reward for using the toilet this time.
Right.
Nope. The first time we done it, we got a reward, but I guess we don't get any more. It's a bath cask. Let's take a bath. And now put more fleeting fountain of youth. I love how there's an option saying, actually, I'm not stinky. What an option choice. And once again, we get the nice flower-filled Mego fragrance. And 2 more agility. So that's pretty high. And we got Mag from the bath. Oh yeah, I forgot to look at that item we managed to rob, didn't I?
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Oh, we could look at it after. There's probably going to be a lot of dialogue and cutscenes now.
Hello? Hello, Mr. Captain?
I'm asleep.
Rise and shine, what? Almost there.
He looks like me when I just woke up.
Rhylehaven.
It's been a while.
You've been before.
My parents took me once when I was a boy. I remember the day we arrived, and waking up to the smell of the ocean. The place was crowded beyond belief. Everything was so different from our hometown in the countryside.
I felt much the same when I reached the royal capital. Quite a sight compared to my little village, with naught but fields and mountains.
To be sure. And where are you from, Valkenburg?
You cannot guess? Surely Montario in the east. Why, the Hulkenbergs are one of that nation's most prominent aristocratic houses, if not foremost among them.
You don't say.
Well, yes. Though I've no close relationship with my parents, I've hardly seen them since I left home.
I see. Suppose we've all come a long way, haven't we?
Seems we'll make it to the exhibition just in time.
With a master at the helm, you're bound to, eh?
I really hope Joanna shows up.
We resolved to trust her. So we simply watch and wait.
Right. Everyone set and steady? Welcome, ladies and gents, to the coastal crown jewel, Port Brialhaven.
They're like, yeah.
Port Brialhaven, capital of the Principality of Oceania, the western annexed state of Uchronia. A vivacious city, Brialhaven is port of call to ships of both trade and war, bustling with hardy sailors. From the natural wonders caused by Magla to the Colosseum's contests of strength, people flock here to see the marvels of a city that never sleeps. The sea guides the Gauntlet Runner into the city, alongside a warm, salty breeze.
We're here.
Wow! It's the ocean! Just look, there's water all the way to the horizon!
It's kind of like the capital, but totally different.
Yes. The City of Water, Brialhaven.
Sancta Cadeau, you've brought us quite a magnificent head. How do you think it'll stack up against your competitors?
With the warrior monks at my side, there is nothing we cannot accomplish. But I won't presume to know the rankings. I humbly leave it in God's hands.
Lineup's a bit conventional for my taste so far. Oh, here comes our mysterious little underdog now. Stir things up a bit here, will you?
Ah, would you look at these spectacular gauntlet runners? They must all be worthy of kings.
Looks like Luis is still the only one with a Sky Runner, though.
No, I'm sure those blasted clergymen have some mechanism for it too. The Sanctis Church funded the Skyrunners to begin with. If you can call that flying, of course. All just piffling about with levitation magic. Only a passing acquaintanceship to real aerodynamics. Birds have never needed magic to fly. Just the mechanical ingenuity of the feathered wing. That's the kind of breakthrough I'd like to make. You'll see, eh? One day, I'll make those wings reality, and we'll soar like birds.
I'm looking forward to it.
Good. I'll have you run in the sky with me. Mark my words.
If it isn't the pretentious little gallant and his cronies. if it isn't the walking headache.
Well, well, well. No head to be seen. Weren't you talking big about chasing down that Heismay fiend?
You're referring to me, yes?
You're the man. This is a joke, is it? He's your great and terrible bounty. You know there's still time to drop out before you humiliate yourself in front of the masses.
Say what you wish. He is one of us. It is not his head we are offering.
Truly? You're allied with a wanted criminal? Are you all mad? Oh, your public humiliation will be quite a sight. Come, Hector.
And that was?
A candidate and one of Luis's henchmen. We don't exactly see eye to eye.
Confound it. No damn parking spaces left. Well, let's look for somewhere a bit less unpleasantly populated.
Tomorrow is finally the exhibition to present all the heads. I really hope Joanna shows up.
You needn't all sleep here tonight, you know? I can stay and wait for the cavalry. Got to give the old girl a tune-up anyway, don't I?
It is much appreciated. In that case, we should look for an inn about the city. Ah, and we must sample the local delights. They've far better seafood than in the capital.
I can't wait.
To stop for rest, surrounded by fine food, is an uncommon blessing.
If you're sure, Neurus, then we'll leave it to you. Me, I long for a proper bed.
So be it. Let's find ourselves some lodging.
Really?
Quest to find some good bedding. And I'm glad you're okay, Payne. As I couldn't say hey to you because obviously dialogue, but hey now.
This is a joy.
Okay, now let's look at this new weapon. And I'm good, and hopefully that okay turns to good today. For the rest of the day, I mean. But like I said, I want to turn Stroll into a martial artist now. You get automatic stat boost with a brawler. Oh my days. I'm taking that. Wait, what's your weakness as a brawler? Ice, wow. Okay, we got Mage Wind, Perfect Punch. We'll go with Gold Attack again. But yeah, let's look at that new item because I think it's equipped now. This is what we got from... Oh, that's so good. The Tekken, 230 attack. We stole it from pink-haired lady. So good. And thank you for the player 1 redeem, Drew. Hope you're good. Oh my days, it's a Yuji. Welcome. Let me just say, I don't sell much here. All I can offer you is medicinal herbs.
Can we talk?
Yeah, I'm gonna buy the herb.
Hey.
Thanks. Hey, isn't it a little strange this shop only sells one item? It seems as though there's some sort of secret to this store. Yeah, I thought that too.
Alright then.
Well, obviously, say no more. Do not bully the people.
Proper aces.
Say.
So this was a neutral okay, and your ears are ringing from work. Oh, I'm sorry your ears are ringing. Hopefully that ringing feeling goes. Loud days can be very annoying. Especially afterwards, because it's like, oh damn. I just need a bit of peace and quiet after that. Cheery water merchant. Oh, he's got a bargain today. Let me buy your fruit cordial. Oh, I've been looking for this. I need 11 of these. Yay. Oh, it's a sale. We managed to make it on a sale. So we could buy fish from the fish man. He's got bluefin tuna. And how are you doing today, Drew? Everything all good? And now let's try the Nidia shopkeeper. Because I think they sell swords. Rider's anklet.
Can we talk?
Is it a scam? I feel like it's a scam. We'll buy it anyway. I feel like he's scamming me with a new item.
Young man! Young man!
Do you hear that? Young man, young man. Just walk away, pretend you don't know her.
This is on sale right now.
Weapon store. Weapon store, I mean. Yeah, they got a discount again here. That's good. This is why I love Brig. She gave us discounts everywhere we go. Increases damage against giant type monsters. Ooh. I'm gonna buy this for Brig.
Good.
We're getting to a point where people's... Oh my days. Fortune's Bludgeon looks so useful. Oh damn, when did you go to bed, Drew? Oh, actually, it's not really late for you, because I keep forgetting. For some reason, I assumed, like, it was at the same time for a second. That's why I was like, oh damn, when did you go to bed? But it's probably like 11 or something for you, isn't it? Or 12. I'm sorry, I got so happy because, listen, look at this armor, yeah? Prevents paralysis.
Good.
That's great. Small HP recovery every turn in battle.
Yeah.
And that's it. Almost noon, but yeah, I went to bed about 5 hours ago. Oh, damn. What kept you up so late, Drew?
But what is there to do now?
Where's the shot? Where's the shot? Where's the shot? Trying to look. Did I miss it? Because it says it's round here. Oh, so it's here. Okay. The Black Cat's Claw.
The goods are cheap today.
The goods are cheap today. Yeah, we love to hear that. Oh, now we can buy better medicine. We should buy better medicine. Don't need charm on enemies. Decrease attack? That could be useful. Especially against bosses. Cure poison. I do love how the area just seems so life. I don't know how to explain it. It's so full of life. I think that's where I'm getting at. Like, you could sort of feel like the kind of the vibrance of the city life. Alrighty, everyone. Gotta go set things up. Hey, no worries, Ethan. I'll catch you soon and take care. And have a good one.
Proper aces. Oh, this blooming heat.
Alright then.
Oh, this ain't the way we're meant to go. Oh, we gotta run this way.
Oh, this blooming heat.
Yeah?
I love that. Oh, this blooming heat.
Hello,
Oh, who you? Calm ferryman. Anywhere you wanna go, I'll take you to the far bank.
Good choice.
Anglers in square then, Obon. And you even get an animation when you're on the boat. That's pretty cool. Whoa, it's the giant head.
Whoa!
You really can see the king's face from here, huh? I'd realised 'twas slowly moving, but its coming to Real Haven was beyond my expectations. I wonder why it came.
Yes.
I do suspect it keeps a watchful eye on the top candidates. It's evident that we're being observed, as we've seen from the coronation rock. Well, maybe that's actually for the better. Seeing that thing in the sky might make everyone really think about the kingdom's future.
Okay then.
Anyway, we better get to finding an inn we could stay at.
ridiculous. What do I do?
Alright then.
Okay, there's an inn.
Alright then.
Oh no, apparently that's not the inn. But these are the inn options. I bet it's gonna be full up. Guarantee you. I saw you in Matera, and didn't I? Another participant in the tournament, right? Are you planning to stay at this inn? Unfortunately, there aren't any beds left. Because of the expedition, everywhere's full up. And after I told myself I was going to make sure to stay somewhere nice this time soon. Not soon. Oh, look at her eyes though. Oh, adorable. That's so, if this place is no good, we'll have to look for somewhere else. But wait, that gauntlet run of yours, the one you had parked in the middle of Matera? Hey, come on. What sort of technology does it use? Let me in on it too. What? It's a secret. Well, stingy. And here I was going to tell Dad all about it. Just so you know, I'm participating too. I got a real gauntlet runner of my own and everything. That means if you're stubborn and refuse to tell me, I can make you do it by force. Oh, gee. Well, I guess we're fighting her.
What is it you require?
You there. You have a look about you like one of my supporters, are you? Who were you again? You truly haven't heard of me? Oh, I'm shocked, and yet how lucky you are to be granted the privilege of my exquisite form for the first time. Yeah. Beauty is my creed, and more than anything, a king should be beautiful, should he not? And whichever inn I choose for my beauty, rest must be worthy of my resplendent grace. Yes, like this golden coral pavilion. Alas, I doubt you have been blessed with a wealth enough to enjoy a room as lavish as a place like this. This guy's a jerk. I wouldn't want to stay at an inn full of people like him anyway. Yeah, to be fair, I don't care about that inn. To be fair, we could just sleep in our gauntlet runner, let's be honest.
Hey.
Look who's here. You're that elder fella from Matera, ain't ya? Guess we both got ourselves marked for the expedition. Are you hoping to stay at this inn? Sorry to disappoint ya. If so, because I just got tossed out on my ear by the innkeeper. Said it's already full. And the one's calling itself the come one, come all in. Some joke, eh? That's going to be an issue. It sure is. Is there another place to stay nearby? There's 2 other inns nearby, but I'm hardly thrilled with either option. On the other side of the fountain is the Golden Coral Pavilion, where knobby wankers like Forden stay. Oh jeez. A pair of us or an elder staying there? Without a bloody chance. And there's an inn past the Golden Coral, but that one's twice as pricey. You would say that's the way I'll find Louis, naturally. Probably brought out the whole place for his rabble-rousing crew.
I guess, but...
You think so? Guess we better avoid that one then. Not like we could afford it to begin with. As far as other options go, there's the Spider's Den over by the tavern. There's a dodgy-looking UGF standing out front, smiling all creepy-like. Puts me right off staying there, so I'll pass. Besides, who needs an inn when there's a tavern? From this day on, I claim it as my castle. Huh? Oh, I doubt we'd get much sleep in a tavern. I sure wouldn't. Anyway, not that this Spider's Den sounds much better. Then again, no way of getting into the Golden Coral, so we might not have a choice. So should we go check it out? To be honest, we shouldn't judge people by their looks. I thought this is what the game taught us. Oh, on the hunt for lodging are we? Hey, I have a spare room available. I won't refuse service to anyone, and my rooms are affordable for all. Criminals? Persecuted tribes? Oh no, I wouldn't dream of turning business away.
Enjoy your stay.
Feel free to have a look at the accommodations. We could discuss payments afterward.
Kind of freaky.
This place seems really shady, but we might as well look at the room. Doesn't it sound like a criminal organization, Spider's Den?
Well, should have figured they'd be out of the upper rooms with all the travelers in town.
Oh my days, this is hideous. We can't live here. Or sleep here.
'Tis a far cry from the runner, at least. I am full glad to stretch my legs again.
Did you see that giant bug just now? It was like the size of my head. It's gotta be poisonous.
Oh, pull yourself together. It's just a insect.
Well, listen to you. You can't have lived in a giant sandworm den and been afraid of bugs, surely.
Hence the hut.
That's why you lived in that hut.
More importantly, We must discuss tomorrow's proceedings.
Right. We meet up with Joanna, then get to the exhibition after that. Joanna will admit to the crime. The guilt of a sanctoress, especially of her status, will guilt Forden by association. That should make an impression on Louise.
Yet for all this, we need Joanna herself. Do you truly think she will join us?
We have to trust her.
She chose to offer her own head instead of the monster's. If you ask me, she'd not have done that if she didn't believe it truly was her child. At least in part. I believe she expressed genuine parental love. I want to believe that, at least.
And what if she ends up not showing up? I mean, you're the one who got the worst of all of this in the first place.
If it comes to that, you've still got my head for the dais. After all, the bounty still says I'm a kidnapper.
Balderdash will not sacrifice an innocent life for our victory. But your offer speaks highly of your spirit.
Right. We've done what we can do. All that's left is to keep our chins up and face the competition head on.
Too early yet to retire for the night. We could drop by one of the local pubs. Listen for what perks our ears. And while we're at it, might as well sit down to a proper supper, eh? Could be my last, after all.
Oh, haha, very funny. But I guess good info is important. Let's go check it out.
We are not selling you out, Heismay, I promise you. We love you too much. Like, where does he think we're gonna sell him out? Ooh.
What are we without beauty? What do we care for promises and speeches from repulsive mouths? Beauty is everything, and it is time our country reflected that.
Sounds like the candidates have started their speeches. Let's listen in for a bit.
With all skills and talents equal, would you see the crown atop an ugly head or a handsome one? Beauty is power. Lack one, you should lack the other.
I don't like this guy already. Yeah, if beauty was everything, then so many things could be solved.
When I take the throne, all the hideous will be stripped of their titles. Together, we shall build a nation ruled only by radiant, everlasting paragons of beauty.
I love you, Lord Milo! I love you forever!
Well, he has a point about what people tend to follow.
What? This really doesn't bother you? It isn't right?
I feel like he's trying to start like a legion of Giga Chads or something like that. It's like, bruh. Your chin ain't even at that level yet.
You'd rather wait for a king who was always right, then?
Enough about appearance. A beautiful face cannot win wars. Without military power, the crown's voice means nothing. When I am king, I will establish a unified nation with the Roussant tribe at its head. Our tribes, our status, they mean something. You could stray from a monolith, but it will still remain. There can be no true peace without using the power we command. Hear, hear, for Roussant pride!
What pride is there in seizing power by force? Disgraceful.
I want his sword.
Queen, all the land's corrupt upper classes will be wanted men. We'll have our guillotines sharpened and our wallets open. Those who thought to tilt the world with their heavy coffers will be a head lighter. We'll split their fortunes and toast to our health.
Preach it, Katharina! You're just what this land needs!
Trust me, it's a bad idea.
Wouldn't the first target be the one on the throne, then?
Everyone's just shouting all their ideals out.
These candidates are all pathetic. Nobody here even compares to Lord Luis.
Luis isn't even in the running, lad. Poor Blight is afraid of losing to Sanctifex Forden.
You've got it backwards, geezer. He's just not wasting his time on these windbags.
I confess, I know not how to feel. 'Tis unprecedented. Never before have our citizens come together in the street in broad daylight and shared their true feelings on king and kingdom.
Indeed. Is this really the kind of change His Majesty wanted? Maybe I'm overthinking it.
Let's go in. If we hang around too long here, we're bound to get dragged into a nasty argument.
When I'm king, pleasures will rule the city. A bar on every block and a flagon in every hand. All you can drink, all year round.
Woo! Next round's on, lovely. Let fools be content with their fool dreams. Grant me the crown, and I will make our kingdom powerful beyond imagining.
Most powerful? Doesn't really mean anything, does it? Aren't you another one of Louise's flunkies, hound? Stop barking and get back to your master.
Always about that goddamn Louise. I've been in the guard just as long as he has, you swine.
Ooh, interesting.
Quite a lively crowd. Looks like a great many of them came all the way here to watch the competition.
That lad there, he's an elder, isn't he? Are you a candidate too?
Well, strike me down, you're right. Never seen one of you blokes before. Might be out of luck in the race, though. You'll not stand a chance.
Pay him no mind. A drunk's words weigh nothing.
Wow, there are fish swimming in front of the store.
Ah, I've heard of this. 'Tis on the customer to fish up a catch, and the chefs will prepare it for eating.
I admit, I'm curious. Shall I sing a shanty for you as you take up rod and reel, Captain?
Let's go. I want to hear this shanty. We ain't eating that. I got some weird creepy creature. Yeah, we ain't eating that.
Is that really edible? It doesn't look quite, natural.
By all means, let us try it.
On your own, Hulkenberg.
Look at it.
Why, tis delicious. The aroma of the sea simply floods the mouth. Ah, and what splendid crunch it has.
I guess I'll try a bite. I mean, they wouldn't let us fish up anything outright inedible. I hope.
At least we'll die together, Stroll.
At least we'll die together.
Oh, well, I was the one who suggested fishing. Right. The noble thing to do is see it through. Ugh. It's rather slimy for my liking.
I said nothing since Hulkenberg seemed to enjoy it so much, but if you're going to eat an unknown fish, might you not at least sear it first?
'Tis fine enough without, I say.
You need way higher standards, lady.
Just remember, she's got a noble family.
Excuse me, friends. Don't mean to interrupt your meal. I'm Batlin, a church crier for the tournament. Maybe you remember me. Sounds like you made a hell of a splash in Martira, huh? Felling a vicious beast's one thing, but not many candidates took it figuratively.
How'd you hear about that?
How did you hear about all this?
Thank you for the player free redeem, Joker. Hope you're good.
It's a crier's business to hear things. So, do you have a head ready?
Well, let's see. Got a head right here, I suppose.
Lips sealed, huh? Well, I'm certainly looking forward to the exhibition then. Especially considering the diversity of your little party. I've always preferred to chase an interesting lead over a sure bet. Can't help it, I'm afraid. So, I'll have a keen eye out for you, alright?
That crier's an odd one. Not really what you'd expect from a Sanctus promoter. Who is he?
Rumor has it that young candidate hasn't brought ahead. Wonder what he's playing at.
Whatever it is, he's about to get a sharp lesson in the ways of the world, poor lad.
I think he's worth keeping an eye on. Keep it under your hats, chums. But his power may rival Count Luis. I think he's just the ingredient we need to, spice this race up a bit.
Right. Just got back from the pub, did you?
You wound me! Nobody trusts a radical, huh? I expect you'll see for yourself.
Okay, so Joanna and Varden should reach the town by the morning. I imagine they will aim to find us in the Gauntlet Runner. Nearest ought to be there to greet them. When the day dawns, we should head to the Gauntlet Runner. And very good, actually. For brunch, I attempted omurice. Didn't come out the right shape, but it still tasted great. Great, not great, sorry. And I'm glad it tasted great, and good for you for attempting it. And let's retire for the night. Major stuff's about to happen. Rest well.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
A dawn of a new era.
The man's sloshed. Again.
Rah, stop drinking, Nuras.
What happened to waiting for our guests? You utter buffoon! Is this why you volunteered to stay behind?
Seems like Joanna and Barden aren't here yet.
Oh, I feared this might happen. And we've no other head to offer the judges. 'Tis a precarious position.
No. Now come.
Ah! I'm going to splash some water on my face.
What? My sincerest apologies. I wasn't expecting anyone to come in. You see...
How did you come to be here? Explain yourself!
Is something the matter, Barden?
They were here the whole time?
I'm so terribly sorry. We heard the Gauntlet Runner had a washroom, so we thought we'd freshen up a bit. I bathed first and was resting in the back room, contemplating my final day as a sanctoress.
Sir Nuris over there very decently let us in to wash up.
I couldn't stand it, old thing. Her heart would bring any right-thinking man to tears. Could have run like a bally thief in the night, but here she is, washing away her sins. It was more than a chap could bear, I say. Needed a drop of the grape and grain just to get myself through it.
The bottle's barely any emptier. Was a drop really all it took to get you drunk?
Oh, please do not blame the poor man. Talking to him has eased my heart for the trials to come. I cannot let myself betray you and regress to my vile delusions. I only sought to atone with myself before my sins are duly punished.
I understand. Thank you for coming. Then, as we agreed, please confess before the crowd when the time comes. To be honest, I'm hesitant to turn you in now you've genuinely decided to repent. I mean, we're hardly icons of virtue ourselves. In fairness, you're a woman of status, and it'll be a big crowd. We're not looking to instigate a public stoning here. You can explain yourself freely, in your own words. We can't ask anything more than that.
Thank you. Truly, I've felt so much more at peace since last we spoke. The fog has only cleared further, giving me clarity of purpose.
A fog, huh?
Thank you for everything. I do hope you win the throne.
Yes, I intend to.
Whoever the crown goes to, we're at least going to make sure it isn't used for evil.
At last, it seems our preparations are set. We need only trust that our plans will bear fruit.
Thank you all for waiting. the very first round of the tournament for the throne, the exhibition of the brave, is about to begin. Our monarchs-to-be will now present to the people the heads they seized to demonstrate their power as worthy of the throne. At a later date, when the second round is announced, the faces on the King's Rock, that is to say, the candidates with the top 20 approval ratings, will pass the first round.
20? 'Tis a great many eliminations in but one round.
I was hoping we'd at least make it through the first, but it might not be that simple.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, your eyes to the lineup of all the gorgeous faces at the judges' table, starting with His and Her Highnesses of Oceania and Montario.
Oh, it's her ladyship.
Lord Montario's here too, eh? And the armor on that fellow over there? A general, is he?
And of course, we have the one, the only, the people's favorite, our guest from the Sanctus Church, better known as the Miracle Saint, healer of all ills, presenting the lovely Lady Rella Cygnus!
Saint? Who's this? Someone fill me in. I've been literally living in a hole.
A brilliant healer. We've met, though a long time ago. Even as a student, she was already considered the kingdom's best in her field.
Looks like the crowd's on your side, milady. Can you give us a few words about what's on your mind as you take on the judge's mantle?
Well, I'm afraid you've rather got me on the spot. Hello, all. This city sure has, great seafood. And, well, sea creatures. Fascinating, aren't they? There's so much we still don't know about them. Oh, I did hear about a legend of some monster in the eastern seas of Oceania. Imagine, the mind races. I'm hoping I can investigate those sightings while I'm here.
That's just great, Lady Rella. I'll just stop you there, clock's ticking and all that. But we're thrilled you're enjoying your stay.
Sometimes I can hardly believe you're my sister. Still not much of a public speaker, are you?
So she's a saint?
Well, she seems like a nice enough lady.
We'd better stop worrying about her and focus on ourselves. I don't see Luis anywhere, but I bet he's got eyes in the crowd.
Now, the time has come. Let the exhibition of the brave begin! First up is a respected gentleman of the church, Guido, the head of the monk soldiers of the Crown Theocracy.
I've no taste for needless killing. Therefore, I chose a mark with meat, abundant and edible. After the judging, it will be served in a banquet for the poor.
A stand-up fellow, my good people! Strength and compassion in one package! He's got the crowd on his side right from the start! Now, is there anyone who can top this?
I can.
And we have a challenger! Second in line is the church's direct opposition, the spearhead of Count Luis's supporters, Gladel the Black Hound!
One look at the head and I know what you're thinking. Bit small, isn't it? Well, I can bloody well tell you I'm not like this smarmy git who fished up his dinner. I'll tell you what this is. Behold, the head of a hideous human!
Where's your proof? Yes, the young sod's right. How do we know that's really a human?
What drivel? Look at the thing! You think a normal beast could have a face like this?
You're not wrong, Michi. He looks more purple. They should call him the Purple Man. It'd be like that Aya Oni man. Because Aya Oni's purple, right? But, jeez, like, I really like Glodell. But I think he scammed him.
Probably just made the damn thing yourself.
Oh, useless as ever. Did it never occur to him that the average citizen has never seen a human?
Now, everyone, let's have a little composure, please. Candidate Glodell, we're very much obliged. You may step down. Now, on to the next.
The size of that thing. Is that the monster of the Eastern Sea? Someone took the beastie down. Who did the deed?
I'd heard tell of a monster tormenting the people of this beautiful port city. I could do no less than grant them respite from their suffering. Such is the duty of those with power.
Who expected anything less? His Eminence Forden is simply in another class. Suddenly the critics have all gone quiet. All I hear is gratitude.
Forden's trophy is more impressive than I expected. How are we going to make a stronger impression than that?
He'll be fine. If he'd gone after us, the reaction would mean we'd have been written off no matter what we presented. Let's count ourselves lucky and trust in our strategy.
Now, no dirty looks, you lot. Next is the Pagan Assassin's Prize. Let's see what head we've got now. Thank you, Candidate Julian, for that helpful, exhaustive, and I think exhausting explanation. Ooh. Now, we've had quite a succession up here, but our last is coming up now. This should wrap up our show. Now, if the last candidate, the Elden Boy, would please join us on the stage.
Where's their head?
Your pardon, madam, but would you happen to be the Lady of Martira? Joanna, the Sanctoress?
Indeed. The head they've brought is mine.
The impudence. You dare offer an honored lady of the church before these judges? This is not to be borne.
I've got something to say to you too. That you chief there. Isn't that Heismay? The same damn criminal you were supposed to be chasing?
That's the infamous Heismay. A huge chief of all things.
This. After we saved your hide on the road.
Silence! He may be a former knight, but now he's a heinous criminal who stooped to kidnapping. Anyone who claims themselves his ally should be disqualified on the spot.
Please, wait. I have something I must confess to you all. You speak of the kidnappings that terrorized my home, Martira. I am here to confess that the true culprit behind those atrocities was me. I was the caretaker of a hideous human in the basement of my castle. And to feed it, I abducted the innocent people of my own city.
What? Absurd! Speak sense, woman!
Master Heismay is innocent in all this. He was framed for crimes performed by my hand and in my name.
And I, Barden, Captain of Martira's Guard Corps, stand to vouch for all that she said.
Just so. It was this young candidate who killed that human, cleared me of the false charges, and dispelled the shadow over Martira.
Thus, here I stand. My head is his to offer.
That's... well, That's quite a turn of events! We have our head, ladies and gentlemen, and it's unlike any we've seen yet!
How is this believable? She's an imposter. She's got to be.
Of course. That, or they're putting words in the poor woman's mouth. A sanctoress would never.
What will His Eminence Forden do?
The Honorable Master Godot should know whether I and my words can be trusted.
'Tis true to the last word, isn't it?
Yes, Your Eminence. Without question.
Young candidate, you have done well to bring about her repentance. Now, justice must be rendered.
What? Right here and now?
Your Eminence, a moment!
Thank you for your concern. But I have no objections. For a sinner like me, to confess the truth to the people has already been more than I deserve. O new king, it is my hope that you will rid the world of its twisted prejudices and common cruelties. Please, lead this country armed with the truth.
I will. I promise.
Damn. I think she got the point though. Too soon? It's probably too soon.
Well, folks, sometimes that's just how the curtain falls. If Sanctifex Forden turned in the biggest head, then our dark horse here has certainly turned in the heaviest. What an upset, ladies and gents! Who could see this coming?
Those crazy kids have done it again.
What a show!
Kind of feel a smidge bad for, oh, you ruined it with the pun. Oh, come on, Michi, it was a top pun. Come on. It was good. And also, did you hear what he said? He's like, and that's how the curtain closes. Like, he was just as bad. But look, our rank just... Oh, we're 49, but that's not enough. After the events of the expedition, people seem to have taken notice of me. I hope this eventually leads to the saving the prince. It's because you started it. Well, technically, he finished it.
Forden just departed, wishing everyone well. I suppose he aims to reach Martira before Joanna's confession does.
And Forden himself. I hardly expected the man to make himself so visible.
Likely his attempt at redirection. Keeps the blame from falling on him and the church. Can't say it didn't work, I suppose. I'm certainly not blameless in this either. It was my suggestion to make an impression by foregoing the pursuit of a monster's head in favor of a person's.
I guess, but...
Nevertheless, the Lady Joanna entrusted her final wishes to us, and we mustn't betray them. That's all we can do, really.
Not bad, pups. We were passing on the course of a human hunt. You gave a most distinctive showing.
I suppose you're worth introducing ourselves to. I'm Fidelio, that's Basilio. Luis's right-hand men, see?
And now you walk with a Ujif at your side. Each ally of a different tribe. Fascinating.
Better to have dependable friends than familiar ones. Something we've got in common.
Not only did you expose a failing of the Sanctis Church, but you dared to bring her alive so Forden himself could do the grisly part before all his flock.
That was not our intent.
Oh, same idea, yeah? A real person's head gets more eyes on you than some decapitated beast. And now, you're the names on everyone's lips, aren't you?
You only righted her wrong. Oh, I really feel bad for her.
No. We only righted her wrong.
And you weren't afraid to make an enemy of the church to do it. It's quite a feat for a no-name candidate to so deftly rub Forden's face in the dirt. A wake-up call, I'm sure, for those who only know his honeyed words
Oh, Lord Luis, we really should be going.
Relax. They're in the middle of a conversation.
I like a show of strength as much as the next girl, but I do so hate violent spectacles. A view from the sky sounds so much more enchanting, don't you think?
Ah, he listens to
This
her.
is what's become of Luis. There was something eerie to him even as a lad, but I'd never expected him to reach such heights.
Do you suppose we have his attention?
Yeah, we do.
He told us we had to demonstrate our power first. I'd like to think that if he went out of his way to talk to us, that's something we earned.
Oh, loves, I've got a message from Count Luis. He says he'll be sending a messenger along soon, so stay in the city, would you? And I have to say, I might not want to let you out of my sight either.
I need an adult. Help. I don't like her. Brig,
Master
save
Luis.
me.
Master Luis was just here. What happened?
Well, he just left. You weren't told?
We'd better be getting back as well.
Damn it. What's so special about those fools?
Someone's got a bit of jealousy in their soul.
Luis is having a go for Popeye, eh? Are you officially all flunkies in arms now, then?
It might be a trap.
It might be a trap.
Don't get cold feet now. We knew going in that any plan to win his favor would be dangerous.
We have finally taken the first step in saving His Highness the Prince. If we can get the formula, then we yet have a chance of lifting the curse.
How fares His Highness anyway? He still fights?
I took a look in the Farsight mirror a while ago. He's still asleep. But nothing's changed about his condition.
And do we know where this formula is?
No, but he's bound to keep it somewhere secret if it's evidence linking him to the assassination. Still, a formula would be useless unless it's within arm's reach for emergencies.
If it's something he'd keep close, then...
Gauntlet Runner engraved on his body.
Wouldn't that be inside his Gauntlet Runner?
It's as good a chance as any. Getting inside would be a pain for anyone else, including us.
He said he would send a messenger. Perhaps it would be wise to wait until we've heard his missive.
Good point. Let's just wait for word then.
Oh, damn. A lot's kicking off.
Joanna, a backwater sanctuarist denies me my moment of triumph. She defiles the very church itself. Oh, and naturally it was an elder of all people who stood her before me. Will that benighted tribe never stop dogging my heels?
An idea occurs, Your Eminence. For the tournament's next challenge, let us center the competition on a show of piety. Make them prove their Sanctus faith. After all, Sanctism is the state religion. It would be the barest of leaps to suggest that loyalty to the church is loyalty to the state.
I assume you have a plan?
Altaberry's our next destination. The very seat of the faith outside the capital. I thought we might propose another hunt. This time for relics.
Ah, the so-called divine relics. Those false idols the pagans consider relics of their gods.
What need does the world have for gods beyond ours? Soon, they will talk of nothing but how to win the Sanctus Church's favor. Your Eminence's influence would be sure to reach even greater heights.
And in the pagan lands, the greedier candidates will plunder and pillage for idols as they see fit. Fine footholds for our missionaries, all without getting our hands dirty. The collection of divine relics should be a spectacle held on Saint's Day. Our divine right will be undeniable. Once I take the throne, I will re-establish that these relics originally belonged to the Sanctus Church, and that they were ransacked from us in the course of history.
Your Eminence, on that day, I should be grateful to be honored with a proper title.
Say no more. A concession only fair for the right hand of the Sanctifex.
Ever at your service. You do not bow your head.
Oh, humblest apologies.
What troubles you, my child?
Well, my concern would be about the risks involved. Some theories suggest even the royal scepter was originally one of these relics. In the unlikely event that a divine relic were to be found to nullify the king's magic...
If such a relic existed, it would have been found long ago. You burden yourself with such fears. All you need to do is be a good saint. Smile, wave, and bless.
Rella, you are to return to the royal capital and gather the people under my banner.
Understood.
I don't like the way they treat this Rella girl. They're actually very rude.
And the age of a new king draws nearer.
That Gidwa, I don't even think I should call him by his name. Call him Baldy. We don't like Baldy.
Hello, a word. Some odd blighter left a letter for you last night. Said he was Louis's man. Night Prowler, today, come. Bit curt if I'm honest, hardly diplomatic. Seems like this Night Prowler place is some sort of pub or club. But do you know where it is?
On the city's outskirts. Seemed fairly dingy to my eyes. I can't imagine Luis had a haunt like that.
You think it's a trap? Maybe he's caught on to us?
If he wanted to trap us, I doubt he would make it so obvious. Though that doesn't guarantee our safety there, of course.
We have little other option but to show up.
We can take him.
Hang about in the runner. Keep myself busy with tinkering. Let me know if you talk yourself onto Luis's craft, eh?
Right then. Let's be off to this Night Prowler.
Ooh. Going to the Night Prowler. Yeah, I feel bad for her too, Michi. It's so sad, isn't it? The Night Prowler, huh?
Let's hurry.
The place should be on the edge of town, I've heard. The ferryman should know how to get there. Oh, it's raining. That's ominous. Always an ominous thing when it's raining.